Hi, I just wanted to share with you a little bit of a story because I only have a few minutes about a story in First Samuel chapter 1 and 2, and it's about Hannah. Um, uh, Hannah, she couldn't have any children, and so she kind of wanted to give her husband that she loved so much a child, especially boy, but she couldn't have one or any. So what happened was she allowed her husband to marry another woman to give him children, and she thought by doing that they would live happily ever after, but they didn't. What happened was the second wife always mocked her, always mocked Hannah, always put her down because she could not have a child. And she kept, every time they went up to the temple to sacrifice to the Lord for forgiveness or thanksgiving, and they have to go up with, like a lamb. And every time they would walk, what would happen? The second wife would mock her in front of everybody, telling her, "Oh, I can have children, but you can't. I can give him boys and girls, and you can't. I can do this and I can do that, and you can't." Well, Hannah got depressed, really depressed, and she got to a point where she stopped eating. She didn't want to eat. All she did was cry, and her husband would say, "Hannah, what's the matter? I love you so much, and I give you everything. I give you more to you than my sons or my second wife. You're my life." And it really hurt him, but he didn't quite understand that his wife felt that she was a disgrace, because it was a disgrace in those days not to have children. Everybody looked at you like, you're something's wrong with you if you're not having children. So she wanted a boy so bad, and one day she went to the temple, and she entered it, and she just fell to her knees and cried out to the Lord and said, "If you give me a boy, I vow that I will teach him, and he will serve you all the rest of his life. I will give him back to you if you just let me have a child, a boy." And so God heard that. He goes, I can do that. I'll do that. And he can rule a kingdom for me. Oh, okay. That would be cool. Okay. Okay. And you know what? It is kind of dangerous to make a vow to God and not keep it. I suggest it is dangerous, because he will require that from you when you come face to face. He'll ask you, hey, remember the vow you made to me? You didn't keep it. And but she knew that, but she knew that she was going to keep her vow. And at that second, he just got in her spirit, and he assured her, "You are going to have a child. I'm going to give you what you asked for, because you made me that vow. I'm going to give it back to you." So she went out of the temple all happy and everything, and the priest was there, and he's like, "Hey, I thought you were depressed." And she goes, "Oh no, not now. God's going to give me a child." He says, "Yeah, okay, go your way, and be blessed by God." So in other words, that priest that was standing out there in the gate really blessed her, and told her, "Go on your way and go have your child now." And so she did. She went on her way. She had the child. She taught the child. She said he ain't going to be winged until he is totally taught by her through God. And when he was ready, she was going to let him go and let God have him, and let God do whatever he wanted in her son. So this is where Samuel comes in. This is why we have 1st and 2nd Samuel. See? So Samuel didn't really didn't get raised like every other child does, learn the things of the world, learn this, learn that, and get spanked and blah, blah, blah. He learned straight from her, straight from God, and all he knew was God, 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 the master. So he served him, and not only did she have him, but God blessed her with even more boys and girls. You see. So I just wanted to share that little bit of insight about that story. But if you read those 2 chapters, you're going to get such a blessing, and you're going to know what I'm talking about. And I know for a fact that there's some out there right now that are expecting a miracle from the Lord, having a child or anything that's going on in your life. Don't give up. Never give up. Because you know what? One day, just like he did with Hannah and Sarah and all the other women that couldn't have children, just what he did for them, he is going to do for you. And you know what? It takes sometimes for us women to get on our knees and hands and just cry out to the Lord. And there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with crying out to the Lord. He hears our prayers. He hears our cries. And he sure did hear Hannah's, and he blessed her more than what she thought. So I want you ladies to understand that whatever you are going through, whatever hardship, even marriage problems, even divorce, even loneliness, or anything like that you're going through, all it takes is for us to get on our knees and just cry out to the Lord and just ask him to deliver you from this mess, this bondage. Ask him, and he will. He'll deliver you. I promise he will. Well, he promises he will. Not me, but he does. So I encourage you just to stay encouraged and read your Bible, pray, seek his face, and I promise you he will deliver. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your time. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.